Hi guys, and welcome to your flow practice today. It's going to be 30 minutes of side body openers, which is one of my favorites. So, no props needed. Let's get started at the backs of our mats in a child's pose. Knees wide, feet lightly touching, hips to heels, and extend those arms forward. Let your forehead fall to the ground, and then walk your hands over to the left as far as they can go. Stack your right hand on top of your left hand, and then interlace the fingers of your right hand into the webbing of the left. Let your head fall down. And let the right hip pull back, so we're really lengthening the whole right side of the waist. Take an inhale. And exhale, walk yourself through center all the way to the other side. So right hand extends, then the left hand comes on top. Interlace that left hand on top, and then exhale, relax your head and fold. Come back through center, take an inhale. And as you exhale, spread out through your 10 fingers, keep your toes together. Pull the hips forward and think upward facing dog. Your knees will stay wide, your feet will lift, hips sink down, roll your shoulders back. Full inhale. And exhale, bend your elbows, lower your torso down, extend your legs back. Spider your fingertips wider than your mat, elbows lifted to the sky. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest up for cobra. Drop your left shoulder, look to the right, exhale. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, drop your right shoulder, look to the left. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, sink in the middle. Plant your hands. And then we're going to bring our legs together. Bring your right hand forward, just slightly in front of that right shoulder. Lift up and roll onto the right hip. Legs are stacked. Spread out through your 10 right fingers, and then really try to lengthen that right arm. Let your shoulders shrug up by the ear, and just kind of hang out here. I don't know about you guys, but this one feels super good for me in that whole right side body. You can work on bringing the hand a little closer, and that'll intensify the lengthening through the right side of the waist, or if it's too intense, you can always walk your hand further away from you. And so your arm's going to be quite engaged, supporting you here, but just sink into that right rib cage. Let it really relax. Take an inhale. And exhale, very, very gently bend your right elbow, lower your torso down. Simply switch sides. Left hand slides a little bit forward, roll onto the left hip, and then push up fully onto that left hand. Legs are stacked, and then sink into that left shoulder. So let the shoulder shrug up by the ear. Feel free to walk the hand closer or further away from you. Close your eyes, settle into that left rib cage. Take an inhale. And exhale, very gently bend the left elbow. Come down through center. Good, plant your hands, tuck your toes. Come to tabletop, hands and knees. Good. Hips pull up and back, so try not to lean them to your heels. They stay stacked over top of your knees. And then extend and walk the arms forward, puppy dog. Sink your chest towards the ground, and your chin might rest on the ground. So again, try not to pull the hips back to happy baby, or it's not happy baby. Try not to pull the hips back all the way. Keep the hips lifted so we stay in this puppy dog position. Take an inhale.
And exhale, use your core, curl all the way up, chin to chest, round into the spine, cat pose.
Inhale, arch the back, look up, cow pose. Exhale, chin to chest, round and draw it in. Inhale, arch and look up. And exhale, we round and guide it in. Good, tuck your toes, neutral spine. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back.
So we guide those hips up and back. A little bit of a bend in the knees is always welcome, especially if you're finding you're rounding the spine and kind of tucking the tailbone underneath you. We try to lengthen the spine first and foremost. Lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Open up your hip, bend your right knee, and then reach the foot towards that left shoulder. Let the knee really press open wide and lean. Take an inhale. And exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Lower your left knee down to the ground. Right hand, walk it out to the right, and then try to get it beside your right hip as best as possible here. So it's not closer to your foot, it's closer to your hip. Then reach your left bicep beside the left ear. Sink your hips down. Two more breaths. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, sweep that left arm forward and then extend both arms to that top left corner of your mat. Your legs are going to stay as is. Let your head relax down. 2 breaths. Take an inhale. And exhale, walk your hands towards the back of the mat. Left toes turn to the back. Skandasana, side lunge. Flex and lift your right toes high. Good. Take an inhale here. Left arm walks out left. Right arm opens up to the sky. This has become one of my most must-have poses recently. I've been loving doing it every single class. Good. Take an inhale. Sweep your right bicep beside the right ear. Exhale. And then pull the hips forward. Your legs open up. Your chest opens up. Full breath in. Exhale, bend into the right knee, come through center. Your 10 toes turn to face the left edge of the mat. Halfway lift, take an inhale. And exhale, fold your torso down. Walk your right hand towards your left ankle. Drop your elbow to the ground. And then extend your left arm towards that left, well, out on the left edge of the mat, or outside the left edge of your mat. Stick your butt back, then roll your chest open. Two breaths. We walk ourselves back through center. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Hands to hips. Exhale. Come all the way up. Left foot stays as is. Turn your right toes to face the front of your mat. Open the arms wide. Inhale. Right palm to the sky. Exalted Trikonasana. Lean back. Left hand to that left thigh. Right bicep beside the right ear. So lengthening that whole right side of the waist. Full breath in. And exhale, bring your right hand down to your ground. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left bicep beside the left ear. So rather than thinking of rounding and curling down, can we extend? Stick your left hip back and extend that left arm in the opposite direction. Take one more inhale. And exhale, bend your right knee. Bring both hands down to the ground so we come into a lunge position. Take a deep breath in, heart forward, bend deeper into that right knee. And as you exhale, straighten the right leg so we come into a pyramid pose. Left heel lifted. Bend the right knee, inhale, heart forward. Sink the hips down. Exhale, straighten the right leg, lift the hips up. Once more, inhale, bend the right knee down. Exhale, straighten that right leg up. And bend the right knee down, plant your hands, step back through plank. Inhale, chaturanga, bend your elbows, exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Now left leg lifts, three-legged down dog. Inhale. Open up your hip, bend your knee nice and high. Reaching the foot towards your right shoulder. Full breath in. And exhale, step the left foot lightly in between the hands. Lower your right knee down towards the mat. Walk your left hand to the left, and again, try to get it away from that foot and a little closer to the hip. Sweep your right bicep beside the right ear. Sink your hips down. Take one more breath, inhale. And then as you exhale, walk your hands to that top right corner of your mat. Hips sink down, your knee rolls a little to the left. And extend your fingertips to that top right corner. And we walk our hands in all the way to the back of the mat, Skandasana. So turn your right toes to the back. Flex your left toes up towards the sky. Right arm on the inner edge of that right thigh. Hand down, open your left arm to the ceiling, take an inhale, and then sweep your left bicep beside the left ear like someone's pulling on your fingertips. Exhale. Try not to collapse into the hips and into the chest and the shoulder. Roll the hips open. Take a full inhale. Exhale, standing straddle fold variation. So walk your hands to the center of the mat, turn your 10 toes towards the right. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold. Reach your left hand towards your right foot and try to catch the ankle or the calf wherever you can. Pull yourself in towards it, bend the elbow, and then extend your arm straight out to that right edge of that mat or off the right edge of your mat. Spider your fingertip. Roll your chest underneath that right arm. And then stick the hips back. Take an inhale. And exhale, we walk it all the way in. Hands to hips, halfway lift. And come up all the way. Turn your left toes to face the front edge of your mat. Exalted Trikonasana, arms open wide. Inhale, left arm reaches up. And then extends back. Exhale. Full breath in. And exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale, left hand down to shin, maybe to earth. Sweep your right bicep beside the right ear. Lengthen through the sides of the waist. Full inhale. Look at the ground. Exhale. Bring both hands down to frame the left foot. Pop up to the ball of the right foot. Sink your hips low, bend deeply into a lunge. Inhale, extend the chest forward. And as you exhale, lift the hips up, straighten that left leg and fold the torso in. So we bend again into that left knee. Inhale, your heart opens up. And then exhale, straighten that left leg. Once more, inhale, bend. And exhale, we lengthen. Bend down in towards your left knee. And then tuck your right shin into the top of your mat. So your right knee is bent. Extend your left leg open to face. So you're fully facing the left edge of your mat. Left toes are flexed to the sky. And adjust yourself until you feel both sides of your butt on the ground. So that left hip is not lifted here. Both sides are grounded. Flex the left toes high. Take an inhale. Open the right knee up as wide as it can go for this variation today. And exhale, walk the left hand down the inner edge of the foot. Sweep your right bicep beside the right ear. And breathe here. So if you can imagine someone sitting on your right hip, right thigh, and then from there you're extending from that groundedness. Right palm facing the ground, take an inhale. And then exhale, use your core to lift up. Plant your right hand behind your right seat. Lift up. You're on your right knee and your left foot. Sweep your left bicep beside the left ear. Take a deep breath in here.
Exhale, use your core, bring both hands down to the ground, tuck the left toes, and you're gonna come to a side plank on the other side. So left hand will stabilize, stack the right leg, sweep your right bicep beside the right ear. So modification, left knee is on the ground here. Then lift the hips up like you're trying to arch the body. So creating a crescent moon shape in the body rather than a straight line. Take an inhale. Exhale, three-legged down dog, right hand down, right leg lifts up and hips push back. Open up your right hip, bend your right knee. Take a full breath in. And exhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands. Drop your left heel down, extend the side angle. This one's one of the best for those side body openings. Right hand either on ground or slides up onto, or your right forearm onto your right thigh. Sweep your left bicep beside the left ear. Tuck your hips underneath you and rotate the chest open. Take a full inhale. Exhale, exalted warrior two. So stay bent in that right knee, left hand to the left leg, right bicep beside the right ear. Option right hand behind the head. Full breath in, full breath out. One more inhale. And exhale, lift up. Your right hand, I'm going to move back a little bit. Your right hand moves in front of the right foot by about a foot. Now we're going to move super slow into this half moon variation today. So start by lifting up into your half moon. Left leg lifts up. Stack and roll the left hip open. So we try not to turn the hip down. Open up the hip. Walk your right hand in close to your right foot, and then extend your left arm forward in front of your right foot as far as it can go. Now, playing with balance, if you feel okay here, bring your chest towards your right leg, and then peek underneath your left arm. And then open up the left hip, open up the left side chest. And try to balance. This one's a super tough one to balance in. Think about someone pulling your left toes back and then it grounding through the left hand. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee. Left foot steps to the back of the mat. Lunge. Inhale, lift the arms up. Right arm is going to drop down beside you. Your left hand stays reaching up. As you bend your back knee, tap your right hand to the ground. And then inhale, lift back up. Exhale, tap your right hand to the ground, bend your back knee. Inhale, lift back up. One more, exhale, tap and bend. Inhale, lift up, bring both hands to the sky, deep breath in. Hands to the ground, exhale, step back, chaturanga, bend the elbows and lower down. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. Hand down dog, exhale. Slide your left shin forward and then sit onto your left hip, face the right side of your mat. So adjust yourself until your right toes flex up towards the ceiling. You're fully open to that right edge of the mat. Both sides of your butt are down. Right hand slides down the inside of the right foot. Left bicep sweeps beside the left ear. Try not to curl in and forward. So if your left arm is really in front of the face, think about almost like you're trying to bring it behind the head. Take an inhale. And exhale, we lift all the way up. Plant your left hand behind the left seat, pushing up into the left knee, hips off the ground, right bicep sweeps beside the right ear. Take a full inhale. Exhale, rotate until your right hand lands somewhat in the center of the mat. Tuck the right toes, use your core, stack the left leg on top, side plank, left arms up to the sky, sweep the bicep beside the left ear, hips stay stacked, and then overarch the hips. Lift those hips up. Take an inhale.
Exhale, three-legged down dog. Both hands down, left leg kicks up. Full inhale. Open up your hip. Exhale, bend your left knee to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot forward.
Extended side angle, right heel drops down, left hand on the inner edge of that left foot. Tuck your butt underneath you, right bicep beside the right ear. Full breath in. Exalted warrior 2, exhale, right hand down that right thigh. Left arm lifts up and back, maybe cradling your head. Full inhale. And exhale. Come back through center. Your left hand is going to walk itself forward. Again, I'm going to step back so I'm away from my couch. Left hand will extend forward to start to assist in balance in our half moon. So lift the right leg up, stack the right hip open, and then start to relax your chest towards the ground, and then bring your right hand to the ground as well. Extend your right arm as far forward as it can go in front of that left foot, and then walk that left hand back so it's more beside the left foot. Drop your torso onto that left thigh, and then open up that right hip. Open up your chest to the right as well. So look to the right. And think about someone pulling that right foot back. And we try to balance. Push the floor away with that right hand. Take an inhale. Look at the ground, exhale. Nice, you guys bend your left knee, step your right foot towards the back of the mat. We lunge. Inhale, lift the arms up. Drop your left arm down. Bend the back knee, tap your left hand to the ground. Come back through center, inhale. Exhale, we tap. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, tap. Inhale, back up through center. Plant your hands down. Step back, your choice, down dog or flush out with a flow, chaturanga, to upward facing, to downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step hop or walk your feet towards the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold it down, exhale. Reach your arms up towards the sky, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. Good. So step your right foot in front of the left. Plant both feet firmly on the ground. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Hold your right wrist with your left hand. Pull the arm up, let your shoulders shrug up, and then pull the hand to the left. Create a little banana shape in the body, your hips lean the opposite direction of where your feet and your hands are pushing. Core is drawn in, really pulling that arm. And come back up through center. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your feet as is. Feel free to bend the knees a little if you'd like to. Walk your hands over towards the left. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, we come back through center. Unravel your legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Reach your arms up to the sky, inhale. Tadasana, mountain pose, exhale. Cross that left foot in front. Plant the feet firmly. Hands lift to the sky. Right hand holding the left wrist. Pull the left wrist up, shoulders shrug up. And then exhale, pull the arm over to the right, hips lean to the left. Back up through center, inhale, feet stay as is, exhale, forward fold. A little bit of a bend in the knees are welcome. Walk your hands over to the left. And relax your head here.
hand back through center. Halfway lift and unravel your feet. Exhale, forward fold. Again, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step or shoot the feet back, chaturanga, bend your elbows. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. And exhale, down dog. One more breath. Roll it forward to plank with an inhale and lower all the way down. Exhale. So once again, just like the start of class, slide, or we'll keep that right hand actually underneath that right shoulder this time. Roll onto your right hip, straighten that right arm, stack the left hip on top. Shrug that right shoulder up by the ear. I like to walk the hand out a little bit actually, so feel free to extend and walk that hand out. Let the shoulders shrug up, and then really just sink into that right side waist, right side body. One more breath. Good. All we do is switch sides. So exhale, a little bend in the elbows, left hand plants. Switch to the other side, stack the right hip on top. Adjust your left hand where we'd like it to be. Straighten the arm and shrug the shoulder up by the ear. Settle into that left side body. Bend into your elbow. Plant both hands. Tuck your toes and make your way towards a seated position. Alright, I'm going to stay facing the side here. Left knee, hug it in towards your chest, and then bring the left foot into the crook of your right elbow. Wrap your left arm around the other side like you're cradling a baby, and you can interlace your hands here. Lift the foot up, and then notice if you've turned to the left, and then try to face straight forward. So you should feel an opening in that hip. Breathe here. Sit up as tall as you can. So try not to curl. Really push the chest up, lift up. Take an inhale. And exhale, we're going to release that leg. So my friends who do have other variations from there, you're welcome to go into that. I'm just not going to walk us through it today in this online practice. All we do is switch sides. Right foot comes to the crook of that left elbow crease. Right arm wraps around that right knee, and we interlace hands. Lift the foot up towards your shoulder, and then pull the shoulder back, face forward. Lift your chest up and try to sit up straight. So a lot of the time I see people kind of letting the foot fall down towards your groin, and we want to keep the foot lifted, elevated. This is the active posture, active stretch, active opening in our bodies. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the foot down. Now, easy cross-legged position. Your right arm is going to sweep to the right, left bicep beside the left ear. Take an inhale here. Exhale, sweep down and over towards the left, right bicep beside the right ear. Inhale, lift up through center, sitting up nice and tall. Hands to heart center, palm to palm. Close your eyes.